welcome to Storybook Scrapbooking with Brittany Nicole. Here's the sketch that I'm using for my Stash to Sketch inspired layout. I'm also sharing a bunch of 6x6 paper pads that I have. Almost everything, if not everything in here, is from my Maggie Holmes stash busting. So what I did is I pulled out, well, I have a video that explains it in a lot more detail, but basically I pulled out all my Maggie Holmes ephemera, paper, embellishments, chipboard stickers, and was like, I need to use this stuff up. I had so much. And so what I was showing you was part of the ways that I'm using it up. You know, I'm getting creative with my 6x6 paper pads. So if I need them to be longer, I just do what you saw here. I took two 6x6 pieces by maybe an inch, and then I attach them to a piece of scrap cardstock. And then I'm covering the seam. And honestly, I don't even think you need to cover the seam all the time. Just sometimes I do. I used a lot of tags to create embellishment clusters. And then you can see I have 3 different hole punches and scallop hole punches at the top right hand of the screen. And those are another way that I find it's really a lot easier for me to use up my stash, is by using my hole punches that have that are all like circles or all hearts or stars, and stamping them out and then putting them in a certain pattern. So there you can see I have the green pattern, then I have like a white cream pattern, and then I have a pinkish pattern. And then I use foam adhesive for some of them just to create some interest and depth. I do think the more I look at this that I use some crepe paper on here, but I can't for sure remember now because I made this such a long time ago. I will say that my stash busting process for using up my Maggie Holmes was really successful. I pretty much used up almost every single thing I have, except some chipboard stickers and like 2 other pieces, I think, of stickers. And I'm going to be doing a layout share where you guys can see what I did. That'll come at the end of February. But anyway, there you can see I again was just showing you how I was using the hole punches. And then I'm using my own sketch. And when I made this sketch, I really tried to focus on hole punches, and I really tried to focus on tags, because at the time when we were in Canada, I had access to my nested tag die set from scrapbook.com, and I had access to my circle punches. So I really like this sketch because it allows me to use up a lots of smaller pieces of pattern paper, and it allows me to use the dies, the tag dies that I have, and the circle punches that I have. And so I always feel good when I pull out my tools and I use them. Unfortunately, there was a little bit that was off camera, but I actually don't think anything I'm doing is off camera. I think I keep that all on camera, but once in a while when I change my filming setup or my settings, I kind of forget to check as I scrap. Anyway, so about the photo is of me with all my siblings and my parents. I think this photo is around 6 years old. I can't read the date that I put. It's too small for me, but I think this is like maybe 6 years old. I come from a family with 5 kids. I'm the oldest. After me, I have a sister named Morgan, and then I have a brother named Luke, and then I have a sister named Jordan. And I think my mom had them, like all 3 of them in 4 years or something like that. And then my brother Zach came along, and him and I have a 12-year age gap, but we are super close. I definitely enjoyed being the oldest in a family of 5. For 5 years, I was an only child. And it definitely was more fun to have all my siblings, and now that we're all older, we're pretty close, and so that's really nice, just to have built-in people that you trust and that you have all these core memories with. I really enjoy it. So my mom is the person who inspired a love of photos in me, and she's also the one who got me to start scrapbooking. She actually doesn't scrapbook anymore, but she's the one who inspired me to do it, and she was an avid scrapbooker when I was growing up, and so I have really good memories scrapbooking with her. I also always kind of laugh and chuckle at my mom because she will make us take like 20 photos, 30 photos, and I'm not exaggerating. And like we won't see the photos ever. And then when I take photos, I'm more like, let's take 3 or 4, and then I'm good. Like it is what it is. I hopefully I get what I get, and I'm happy. And I print most of my photos. I use them on my scrapbook layouts, or in my traveler's notebook kind of citrus twist albums, or in any other project formats that I do. And so I also print a lot to display in my home. And so that's one thing that my mom and I are a little different on. She has a lot of photos in our house, but she doesn't like refresh them too much. Some of them are from a pretty long time ago. But anyway, love my mom. I really love how this layout came together. Obviously, when you're pretty much just using one brand, everything kind of seamlessly goes. I think there's like some Felicity Jane, there's like one Felicity Jane puffy sticker in there, and then possibly some crepe paper, but there are some close-ups. Thank you so much for watching. I'd be curious if you just take a lot of photos, or if a lot of the photos you take actually get put in your scrapbooks and get put on display in your home. Have a great day. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye.